Yo, welcome to Non-Fungible Guys. This is the podcast about crypto, NFTs, and anything and everything in between. I am Devon. My co-host is Ryan. He's already shaking his head. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. It was a lackluster intro, Devon, I have to say.
What is that? Why is that the
your
first...
levels were up. You said
why is that the first
good.
thing you're saying? This is ridiculous, man. You want to redo the intro?
No,
I asked if you want to do the intro. You're like, you got it this week. And then immediately,
I'm kidding.
Like,
I'm busting your
balls. That
balls.
was garbage.
We got shit to do. Let's get to the
podcast. That's
podcast.
true. We have someone here in the podcast this week. We're joined by like a anonymous, non-doxed NFT Nano. I'd say NFT Nano project creator. And you know what? I'm going to let you introduce yourself. We don't have voice altering technology, but
I swear to God, if he comes on and uses a weird voice, I'm gonna lose it on this podcast.
I'm pretty excited about this project, though. It's cool, man. I like to see projects that like are like supporting art. I mean, a lot of people are talking about NFTs and crypto for supporting art, but like I like the local feel of this one, and it's a nano project, man. So
and you know how much I love independent art and
that's
supporting the small projects.
So, dude, anonymous person, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the intro, guys. And just want to appreciate what you guys are doing out here and kind of educating the masses, creating something that's accessible and, just content that's digestible for people who are curious about the world of NFTs, from top to bottom, from an investment standpoint, a community standpoint, an artistic standpoint. And that's just really what we're trying to be a part of at Waterfall Club. So to explain the club first before the project, the club is essentially an artist's collective. And the purpose is really about accessibility. So it's about giving small independent artists a medium and a voice in a space where they previously wouldn't have. And it's about giving the community and buyers and people who want to collect art and invest also a medium and access that they never had. So, I mean, there's a lot of talk about what NFTs can and can't do. And myself and the other artists, this is where we share the passion. Some people who have just got into NFTs because of crypto and because of block and because of the digital buzz, if they weren't in the art world before, they probably don't really know how exclusive it is, how closed the doors are, right? As an artist, it's not that easy to get access to your audience. And as someone who wants to collect, curate, and participate in the art world, it's not always that easy to get into that, right? You look at the history of art, and it's been about exclusivity. It's not been about exposure. It's about keeping people out. And this is really why we got drawn into NFTs, because it's really open access to all. Obviously, there's barriers due to pricing for different types of artists, but you've got so many people out there with so many great ideas, and it's really easy for them to launch. I think we're at a point in time where for the first time in the world, you've got a kid in Indonesia or Brazil or, Russia or anywhere in the world, and someone across the globe that can connect with that person, that voice, and that art. And there's a lot in the market now. It's quite saturated, but that's what happens when you open access, right? When you open things up, anybody with an idea, anybody with a voice can be heard. And that's really why we chose to do the NFT path for some of these art projects. So that being said, they're very accessible projects we'll be launching. They're not going to be, based on bots and huge marketing campaigns and influencers. It's really just a collection of artists with some ideas. We've got some things. We don't have any audio right now. It's a bit difficult on the NFT side to promote that at the moment, but we've got some stills. We've got some PFP projects. We've got some real life artwork that we're doing, and we're just trying to push it. So the particular project we want to talk about today is the virtual investment pigeons. And it's a very simple, simple. Yeah, it's a very simple project. And, the name says it all. Really what it is, it's a pigeon, and it's really about a virtual investment in art. So again, we're going to be launching on Saturday night at midnight. So
wait, hold on a second. Why? Okay. So virtual investment pigeons, like, let's talk about the art for a split second here. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, if you're on YouTube, check this out for sure. But is the artist disclosing themselves or their personal Twitter, or is it just all through Waterfall Club?
Right now, all the artists are going to be promoted through Waterfall Club. So okay, it's Waterfall Club on OpenSea. If you search Waterfall Club on Twitter, you'll see whatever the featured collection is at that point in time. So now it is the virtual investment pigeons. The next project will likely be something called Midnight in Asia, but I don't really want to talk about
Yeah,
that
yeah, of
today.
course,
So
of course. So this
focus
virtual
on,
investment pigeon,
focus on the virtual investment pigeons.
let's check it out. Let's well, I mean, just I'm on OpenSea right now. It hasn't launched yet, hasn't dropped yet. But like, how do we describe this for the listener? Like, what can you say about the project a little bit, and maybe like the attributes and what uniqueness it might have?
Yeah, there's it's well, we decided to call it a nano PFP project, and that's kind of just based on what we've seen in the market, right? So we're seeing projects launch between 8 and 10,000. We're seeing projects launch sub 10,000, sub 1,000, and this one's really sub 100. So we're only going to be launching 4 waves, 25 per wave, up to 100 pieces. And what differs from the creation aspect of this is these aren't done by programs or bots. This is really just the artist sitting down and saying, this is what I want to create. So everything's drawn, as hand drawn as you can, doing hand drawn graphics digitally, but it's not just a computer that's spitting out randomized images so that we can, kind of flood some sort of collection. It's an artist saying, I like how this hat looks with these glasses, or this tie looks with this vest, or how these colors blend together, which actually made some of the indexing and categorization quite difficult because the colors that some of the artists use, they're using color scaling, and they picked ones they really liked, which again made some of the trait identification more difficult. I'd sit down with them and was like, what are you doing over here? What is this, like sky magenta? I don't
because
know
it's like blending in with the background or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're not just sort of plain colors. And you asked about the traits and the attributes there. So there's 5 per pigeon in this collection, and not every pigeon has every single one. You might see some pigeons with no hats, no eyewear, no neckwear, but essentially you've got a vest color, you've got something on their collar, you've got something on the eyes, you've got something on the head, and then you've got some sort of accessory. So those are the 5 traits, and not every pigeon will have every single trait. Really depends on how the artist put it together.
Ryan, how would you like looking at?
I love it. I'm looking at the collection now, and I'm liking that green vest and USB, right? Yeah. I think it's dope. Like the color schemes for everything is bright and vibrant, and I mean, and the fact that it's not just spit out by some algorithm and it has some standard, like this is all hand drawn. I'm a fan, buddy.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like the USB one in the beak is really, really cool. I also like that fancy ass pigeon with the top hat.
Yeah.
The one that's the display pic right now, like that. I don't know. I like that. Yeah, and I don't know, they look cool. They look good. Yeah. So okay. So what is, like, you were talking about launch date and I cut you off, but like, what else can we expect from Waterfall Collective, like the group of artists? Like why is an artist going to want to like hop into this? Like, what are you kind of like putting out there for them outside of helping with the mint, which is pretty cool, because a lot of artists, we talked about that, like, or you mentioned that barrier to entry. A lot of people don't have this. That means you can come with your art, get in touch with you guys through Twitter or whatnot, and then like all of a sudden the hassle of minting and getting things up there, that's not an issue for them, right?
For sure. I think the access, again, crypto is meant to be open and accessible for all, but I'm sure that people know there are some caveats to that statement, right?
Yeah, of course.
And artists want to focus on art, right? So because we have the collective and we've kind of figured out to do the administrative side, some people, if you don't necessarily have access to certain credit systems and certain things like that, getting into NFTs and getting into crypto can be kind of difficult. Yeah. So we're open to not be flooded, but we are open to taking on new artists into the collective. They can hit us up on Twitter at Waterfall Club, and we can start the conversation. But we want the artists to really focus on the art, so that we can have a couple people on our team just focus on the marketplace, focus on that boring stuff, getting it minted, doing the indexing, the categorization, and getting the marketing out there for them so that their voice can be heard.
Nice.
That's awesome. I have a quick question. Why pigeons out of all the different stuff you could? Because I mean, you see the apes, you see the lions, you see how come pigeons?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. There was a kind of a brainstorming session because there was a few different things pitched. We were looking for something to personify. We were looking to personify some sort of animal, but we didn't want to create just more of the same, another alien, another ape. Mm-hmm. And we had a few ideas and we did some mock-ups and we did a few different projects, but the reasons why pigeons really resonated with everyone, and I think why they are resonating with people who look at the art, you both took a look at the connection, you had different ones that popped out to you.
Yeah.
The pigeons that we've created really kind of represent this kind of rags to riches story.
That's so true.
It's really
some rough, tough New York pigeon that showed up and just wanted to make it.
Yeah, it's got this embedded, Prince and the Pauper type feel, and that's where when we looked at these, we're like, wow, that's it. That we nailed it, because we wanted to create something. The themes I'm talking about. We talk about accessibility, openness, disruption, and pigeons are pretty universal, right? They're probably one of the most common birds in the world. I think the chicken's probably the most common for other reasons, but let's say the pigeon's the most common, quote unquote, free bird, right? And pigeons, they live among us in our big cities, and they're part of our communities, but they don't have access to the things that we do. So creating
because they're pigeons.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
Creating these fancy pigeons that are all kind of vested up in formal wear, like we feel like it resonates, and it tells that story of anybody that can kind of rise up through the ranks. And that's why we kind of made this pigeon that looks like an old Wall Street investor, because that's the story we're trying to tell, right?
Yeah. I already have a favorite right now. I'm looking, actually, I'll ask you, what about the fact that the eye attribute, there is one, look, the one in your pick right now, that eye attribute is not there everywhere. That pigeon looks extra smug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with the monocle and the top hat, I'm looking at it. And
I didn't even notice that.
When you look through the entire collection, that attribute does not show up. Did I just reveal some rarity that you were going to just try to have drop in there quietly?
No, again, it's not really about creating, the community creates the rarity, right? So we're not really trying to create something, artificial, really just trying to put out the art, make it accessible. People, this is really an entry level NFT. Like the price that we're launching at, depending on what nation you're from, but we're talking about, the same price as like a burger and fries in some countries, right? So it's really about, if you like it, it's accessible, you hop in, and when we launch the next waves will be launched at kind of at fair marketplace. So it's not something that we're trying to, make a ton of money out of the gate on, or really take advantage of trends and algorithms. So that, for lack of a better description, that lazy eye, it is extremely rare in the collection, and it's actually not something we chose to classify in the actual traits because of its rarity in the collection. So again, if someone likes that look, cool. I like it. If they go for it just for the sake of rarity, that's cool too. But it's really just more about, if you like it and you want to hop on it, go for it. So that isn't actually one of the index traits that we've used on OpenSea. But yeah, it's good eye on you and catching the
That took me a second. I'm ashamed by that.
I'm like,
oh, man.
And if the community creates that rarity, then if you're listening, you need to snatch one of those ones. But hey, if you're not there, admit you probably won't get it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be snatching up that one immediately.
Drop again was Saturday at midnight Eastern.
Yeah, so it'll be 12:01, Eastern time. I guess it'll probably be around. That's probably like 9 p.m. ish Pacific, and I think 4 or 5 London time. I don't know where your listeners are, but
London.
Worldwide, baby, worldwide.
Yeah.
Dead silence. Crickets.
Crypto's worldwide, Ryan. We get it. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so wait. I'm going to ask this question publicly. Is that tomorrow night, or is that Saturday night?
Saturday night. So Sunday. Sunday 12:01.
You gotta get us those questions. So in London time, that'll be like 5 a.m. 6 a.m. for them. Okay, cool. Dope. And what platform? Well, it's OpenSea, so it's Ethereum.
Yeah, we chose OpenSea because again, we're really trying to make it accessible. And I know that with OpenSea, and this is where the collective comes in handy, we can take care of some of those upfront costs and some of those gas fees. I know there's other markets that can be more friendly to the supplier, right? There's other ones where you can charge higher commission fees. You can push the burden of the gas on the consumer. But again, we're about accessibility, right? So we didn't want to do that. OpenSea has a big market. A lot of people out there are still collecting Ether. We're aware that it's not necessarily the most eco-friendly right now. And we have future projects. We might use a little bit of a more eco-friendly currency, but because it's about accessibility, we chose to kind of go with the biggest market and the most common kind of coin.
Yeah.
Then take care of some of the supply fees up front. So if obviously there'll be some small fees, from OpenSea, but if you really like the artwork, we're trying to make it as easy as possible to go out there and grab it.
So what are you? Okay, yeah, Ryan, you say something. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say. So say someone actually is obsessed with this. Could they commission a one of one for themselves through you guys with the artist?
Yeah, I can't comment on like a 100% yes or no, but I can definitely say, get at us on Twitter, and we'll talk to the particular artist that made this one and see if it's something they're interested in. I think it would boil down to what that person wants to do, right? So, because it's up to the artist. At the end of the day, someone else is going to own the artwork, but the artist who created it, they're always going to have to feel like they're always going to be proud of something they create, and that's why they chose to do these again individually, not by a bot. And I know you've seen some of the NFT projects that launch, and they're kind of scrapped together, like just whatever, right?
There's a lot of rug pull ones where you're looking at stuff and it's like, wait a minute, that's just a Google image on top of that, that picture. So
if someone wanted a particular pigeon with particular attributes and they wanted to commission something, and if it was something the artist could feel, proud of, then I'm sure they'd be interested, but I can't really speak on their behalf. But if Waterfall Club,
get back to me
at Twitter.
I want a zombie pigeon with brains in its beak.
Peace. Yeah, that sounds on brand for you.
Yeah. Zombie anything, baby.
So like back earlier on, you were kind of talking about the barriers. Are you saying that if you're looking to buy one of the VIPs, virtual investment pigeons, that there's some, I guess, I don't know, float in the collective to kind of reduce some of the gas fees if it's a crazy time?
Well,
to absorb that?
Yeah, for the minting up front, when we list, we take care of that. In terms of the actual time of purchase, I mean, I can't really comment. It really depends on when someone's
of course
going to purchase, right? But that's, we're launching at kind of a lower volume time. We are launching at midnight. So if you're one of those people that's looking to save on some of those fees, if you hop in there at midnight between Saturday and Sunday, that's kind of low traffic time. So
yeah, totally.
That's a good time to save some of that money for you, right?
Good call.
Good. Yeah. Nice. Good shit. I don't know. We're definitely going to be tweeting this out. What's your Twitter? Where can they get a hold of you?
The Twitter is WF Club NFT. OpenSea, if you search virtual investment pigeons, it comes up. And then from the OpenSea page is probably the easiest because it's the best layout, because from there you can get the Twitter, from there you can get the Discord.
Yeah, it's at the top of the page, I believe, right? Under the yeah. All right.
Nice.
The collection's up there if people want to go up there and sneak preview, or again, if someone falls in love with something, they want to make an offer, we can definitely take a look at it. It's not really this money making scheme. If anyone makes an offer within range of what we're going public at, which you can see on OpenSea as well, then we'll probably send something out there for you for sure.
Damn, that's cool.
Boom, following.
Yep, followed. Honestly, thanks for coming on the podcast. I like this kind of like project release plug. This is pretty nice. This is pretty good. We might keep on doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a pigeon. It'll be a late night but whatever. I like them. I like the Nano collection part of it. It's cool. We gotta kick that to Mike Tyson. Let him know.
100%. No, I like the idea of it being hand drawn, small collection, independent artist. Got to get yourself a pigeon.
Yeah, and then like
fight me.
And people I don't even know, I'm hoping that people like recognize like the mint. We didn't say like floor price per se, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of it's going to be accessible. That's pretty cool. You don't know,
very accessible, I think. So it's a good idea.
All right,
I guess on to the next thing. Same thing we do every same thing we do every night, Pinky try to take over the world. What did you do this week, Devon? Did you do anything? I'm gonna say you've been 0-3 for the last 0-3. You gotta redeem yourself.
You're entirely right, actually. I hadn't bought anything. So what I did this last week, I bought a bunch of ADA, thank goodness. Considering things that happened, like yes. And I got Jukeboys.
Jukeboys.
Yes. Yeah. So this project, I'm trying to think of where I discovered it. You know what?
I remember.
It was JPEG Store. Yeah, it was JPEG Store, and I was just
late night browsing.
like what is this? Like actually what's going on? It's late night. I'm not watching Mad TV or Robot Chicken. I'm like, why did I do those references?
Back in 1998.
I know. I'm instead on JPEG Store, going through looking at the Launchpad NFT Spotlight, which is the projects that they're highlighting, and then I saw Jukeboys, and I was like, holy shit! Like the ones that was cycling through, like basically, I bought the Jukeboy that looks like me. And
you did show it to me, and I aped into it because you aped into it and then did the research. You were so hyped up, and I was like, oh, this guy is like, I was stuck quarantining from COVID. So
right.
If anyone, little tidbit, if you go back and listen to the last episode, I'm coughing away, fucking spreading COVID.
You're entirely right. Yeah,
coughing COVID all over my basement. Luckily, I didn't get you sick. But yeah, no, I was in quarantine, and you messaged me, and I was like, you're like, yo, you need to check out this project. And I was like, all right, done. So I just went for one that I thought was cool. There was no bald fat head, so I couldn't,
Yeah, but it's a clean look. That's what I like about it. Like, yeah. Also, now, I swear to God, JPEG Store is down or something. Like
it is down.
I'm gonna check right now.
No, it is down. I can't get into anything. I was trying to look up for later on when we chat clays. I couldn't open anything, but since I always talk about projects and never do my deep dive, have you at least done a little homework on Jukeboys? Let's put it out there. I'm going to give you some rapid fire questions.
All right, go ahead. Friggin' guy.
What's wrong, friggin' guy?
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. It's cool.
Mint size.
5,000. Why am I tripping out?
I don't know. Is it full body or not full body?
It's PFP full body coming soon. They've teased it.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah, they teased it.
There
on Twitter and in the Discord. I actually haven't liked the project this much in a long time. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I love it. I'm gonna make my Twitter profile pic the one that I picked up, and I looked at it. I'm like, this is what I look like. So it's
100%, man.
It hit me hard.
You called me and we talked for like 45 minutes about everything, and then you're like, you got to go buy one.
Yeah,
like, I'm looking at this one. I'm not going to say which one it is. I'm not telling you, but just here's a picture of it. That's my goal, holy grail right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I will by next week. I'll probably have another one.
All right, all right.
Yeah, probably have another one. So,
do you know any of the who created it or
on the site? It's like JMag. Oh shoot, I don't even have it open. It's like JMag or something is the team, but in Discord there's I'll do a shout out to Xavier with like EXAVIER and then another R and then Shlu. Shlu. I don't know. They welcome me. Xavier's in there dropping the knowledge, helping. I was asking all those noob questions, like, and I even acknowledged it. I was like, I know I should check announcements, but
that's my this. I do that all the time now. I'm like, listen, I can go and where do I look? But can you just tell me?
But you know what? Xavier did then drop the announcement thing. I went and checked because I was like, I can't be an ass. Like, come on. We have a platform here.
Yep. And I must say, for once, Devon was in there and verified his wallet and did all that long before I even got there.
Usually, yeah, there's no shame in that. Like, I'm going to be 100% honest. You're like, Devon, this is what we're looking at. And then I look at it, don't do something, and then come back and I'm like, I bought all these tokens. You're like, what about all the NFTs we talked about? I'm like, yeah, but I bought, I bought whatever I bought this. Yeah. So whatever.
Shout out to Jukeboys.
Yeah, big
They
time.
are doing stuff with they want to introduce like music and they want to help out like other artists and creators as well, right? I think they were saying that in the Discord, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. And like, you know what? Let's actually talk about what it looks like. I always like to do like a verbal description of the thing.
Yes, you are.
So it's like imagine like the head of a Lego guy, and it's
3D art.
It's 3D art, but it's like the head looks like a Lego guy's head, like a really blocky cylinder of a head, and then they've got these like just a blocky fat cylinder soup can.
It's a Lego head,
tuna can,
but it's 3D with smooth edges and it's not blocky at all.
Yeah, because it's rounded edges. Okay,
yeah,
cool. Rounded
buddy.
Cylinder. What's wrong with this guy?
You give me those round edges.
Oh, wow. So yeah, and
I guess it's 3D, and you said they tease the full body. And is this down the road metaverse?
Yeah,
they throwing that keyword out there.
Yeah, 100%. But like,
perfect.
utility of the project is just actually like holding it. You have all the rights to it, of course, and they're gonna help it with promotions if you're an artist or whatnot, because they look fly. Like they have like they're like stylish. It's like inspired by pop art or whatnot.
Yeah,
juke, I assume meaning jukebox. You know, like makes sense.
I like it. I like the small collection too. I like that it's only 5,000. I think it's only Gen 1, right? Like I don't know if they're doing. I'm assuming they're doing other series or. You know what? They're doing a token that's going to come out, I think in Q3 or Q2 maybe of this year. One thing they actually just did, what was kind of cool, was they did an airdrop to the holder. So they're like have your juke in your wallet. The more you have, the more likely you are to get this airdrop. And they just airdropped like 136 of the actual NFTs out to people. And of course, they're all different. Also, one of the reasons I like them is because one of the attributes, one of the legendaries, is the legacy dreads, which the one I got is same skin tone, rocking glasses, and has cool hair with gold beads like I do, or not gold bands, not beads per se. I got mine because he has a face tattoo. It's very subtle. But I wanted a face tattoo one. I saw one with like the Cardano like above the middle of the forehead. And I was like, oh, what I want? I was like, nah, I'll go with the Splinter Cell glasses. Little peak cool. Of a face tat.
Oh yeah, I remember that game. I used to play Splinter Cell on my PSP.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Shout out to Jukeboys. Go check them out on JPEG. Cardano, obviously, project.
Yeah.
So we'll be dropping in there every now and then in the Discord and shout them out.
Yeah, I like the character a lot. I like my Juke Boy a lot. So I might I don't know, there could be some branding changes that incorporate that. I might just be a long-term hodler.
There you go. All right. Should I give you what I got up to this week?
What did you get up to this week?
I'm embarrassed.
Oh, why?
All those episodes that we have done on protect yourself and scammers.
Geez. Okay.
My dumbass got caught slipping.
Okay.
Bad.
I don't even know what happened. So yeah.
So thankfully, when I say bad, I just feel bad that I got hacked. Like I fell for the scam. I didn't lose. I lost like $9 or $8 in ETH. Like I literally, I got saved because I had no ETH in my account.
Well, it's also because of the multiple wallet thing. Like that's the only thing that friggin' saved you.
No, not at all. It was because I had no money in the account. It was my main account. So what ended up happening is I was like I said, we had COVID throughout the whole house. So we're all home. My baby's sleeping on my chest. I'm just lounging on the couch. My little guy's watching TV and talking back and forth with me. And I'm just scrolling through Discord, not paying attention. And I hit a server. I'm not going to say which server, but one of their mods got hacked. Mm-hmm. And I was just scrolling through and I see an announcement for it was like Punks V1. And I was like, oh, we haven't got on this blockchain. And it's like, oh, free mint. I just saw that and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Gas fees low. Like, let me mint it, whatever. Like, what's it going to cost me? Like I said, $6 on gas fees. Like, whatever. So dumb. I didn't know. I just got caught slacking. Wasn't paying attention.
And you clicked it, and it just like
I clicked it, and it popped me up, and I had to click sign. And then right after I clicked signed, it was like a bunch of pop-ups with gas fees coming up. And I'm like, and I kept rejecting it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what is this? So I went to go back into the Discord. And as I'm looking for the announcement, the whole announcement channel gets deleted. I'm like, oh no. I start getting those like fast, cold sweat. Yeah, it was that fast. I started getting that cold sweat. I'm like, oh my God, I just got hacked. So I knew it right away.
Why did you click?
Because I was like I said, I was literally just scrolling through and it had just popped up. And I was like, oh, it's a blockchain I haven't been in on, and we've been talking about it. And I was like, let me jump in now. It's like a free mint, whatever. And I thought it was legit. I didn't even think about it because it just came up as an announcement from their legit site, right? So I was like, oh, okay. I was just slipping. I was, like I said, I was just talking to my son. He's distracting me, and I was just
you know what? I get that. It's like you're watching TV, you're doing something, an email comes and you're just like, wait, what is this? You click it or you buy something or whatever.
And and the only thing that triggered me was that I hit the mint button and then I kept getting a bunch of pop-ups. I'm like, this never happens on MetaMask. I'm like, usually it pops up that you sign, like you hit buy and then it pops up to sign. But I'm like, why am I getting all these pop-ups? So that's why I went back. And then and then they said, don't do it. We got hacked, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, crap.
Wow.
So what ended up happening was this person or people, whatever, basically what I did was I had signed off to transfer them my ETH. But like I said, I had $8 worth of ETH. Like I had nothing in the account. And all those other pop-ups was a smart contract asking me. It came up looking like gas fees, but it was basically asking me to confirm, giving them access to each NFT. All those pop-ups were related to each individual NFT I had in my wallet. Because I had no money, I just kept hitting reject because I was like, I have no money, so I'm not. And so because I hit reject, I didn't get. The only thing that happened was I sent them the ETH. They didn't have access to my NFTs. But
if you had been like, oh, this,
but if I had hit accept on all of those,
thinking that was the mint,
that would have given them. You would have given them
each one of those would have been an NFT. You were giving.
They would have given it would have given them, the hackers, permission to access my NFTs, and then they could have just transferred every single one that I said yes to. So
holy shit.
All of those damn times and episodes we have done about talking and protecting yourself still happens. So even though like I got I just got caught not paying attention and slipping. Thankfully, like I said, I only lost under $10. But there was other people in the Discord that like tried to mint 3 or 4 of the free stuff. And apparently the number had changed all the time. So people were thinking they like FOMOing in, right? So it looked like they were running out, but it wasn't. And all you're doing is just accepting them to give them. So a couple of people lost like a lot of ETH, and other people they stole a few NFTs off them.
Holy shit.
So
that's a bad day.
It is. And there was a whole, I can't remember if I took screenshots of it or not, but there was a whole process where, you know how you could do the revoke.cash or whatever website. So you go in there and you put in your wallet address for MetaMask. So I'll do it all for everybody so that if it happens to you, the revoke.cash is basically you're revoking access to websites, anything that was like you had confirmed on your MetaMask to be connected to, you revoke everything.
Nice.
So if you accidentally minted on a hacked website, it revokes the access right away. So hopefully you would be able to do that prior to getting your stuff stolen. And there was another thing. I'm just checking. I had it screenshotted so that I could talk about it. So the other one was you could go to etherscan.io. And it says for every NFT that you own, enter its address into the search bar, and then switch from the transaction tab to the contract tab within Etherscan. And then go to the code tab to the right contract tab. So it's confusing, but then you go connect to Web3, which would then connect to your wallet. So basically what you would do is scroll down to the set approve for all function. And then what you would do is if you had the hacker's ETH address that they were using, you would put it in there, and then you would put in the approved field, you put false. So basically you'd have to individually go to every NFT and say, if this address tries to do something with my NFT, it's false. It doesn't have access. But you're paying a gas fee for doing that little change.
But here's the thing. You might, if you know to do that, you might be able to pull it off before it moves, considering how slow the network is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and so you might have to like start keeping some reserve ETH to like it's like a contingency for a hack.
Yeah, I was told, you know what you do? You have one wallet where you transfer your ETH to, and you have that wallet connected to the mint, so that if it gets hacked, worst case scenarios, they're taking whatever ETH you had transferred in there
just for the mint,
the
mint US, and like that's the two wallet. Have another wallet.
Exactly. And I didn't have that set up.
No.
I thought I was like, you know what I mean?
I have that for my Cardano wallets. Those are separate, thank goodness, right? Like I guess we all started using Yoroi, and now we're on Nami, and I'm still not even using Deadless, but like that just immediately gives me 2 different minting wallets, and I have multiple Namis, so
you gotta be safe out there. You gotta be safe.
I need more MetaMask, but I don't play any Ethereum that much. So,
well, that was my thing too, right? Like I was like, I don't really have. I just got caught. Got caught. So I want to shout out
a new wallet for the pigeons.
I'm going to Hot Maniac, Hot Manix. in the Discord that I'm talking about. I'm not going to name it, but
yeah,
he or she or they were the ones like where it was helping a few of us.
Nice.
Calm us all down and get us calm for not getting our crap stolen.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it sucked. I was there. It was like a good hour and a half. I'm not, you know what? Thank you. But
you had a rough week, eh? You had COVID, you had your ETH stolen, and
well, here's the thing. I didn't get my ETH stolen. Go on Etherscan. I transferred it willingly.
Jeez, look at that! Everybody takes responsibility. That's what we call accountability. Jordan Peterson would be proud.
You go on Etherscan, it says I transferred it to that wallet address.
Yeah,
right. So
man, people are really out there being assholes. Like if I had the capability, I still wouldn't do that because people work hard for their money and they put it in there. Like it's not worth it. Like don't do that. You know, like you got to live. I feel like that small amount of poison just festers and grows, and I feel like there's got to be some sort of like thing where you're trying to redeem yourself for the rest of your life for the fact that you're a hacker and you're stealing from people, and like that's a little piece of poison that's going to eat you away. So screw that.
It sucks, but hopefully, hopefully, I mean, they're always going to be there. You just got to be more careful. I'll be more careful going forward for sure. So there was that, and I have another point I want to talk about, but we could almost do a whole episode on it because I've been putting a lot of thought into this play to earn thing.
I'd say we shelve it, but tease it if you want.
I was going to tease it. My thoughts are the play to earn is amazing for Web3 and the fact that, you know, Brazilians, and this is just based on what I've seen.
The people you've talked to, like Singapore and whatnot.
Philippines. Filipinos. Yeah, the Philippines. Like it's giving access to a lot of these people. A way to earn an income, and then but then I have the downside to that as well. So I want to get into that next episode.
Cool.
Because we could do a whole episode on play. It might even be good to have Jared back on for that if you wanted to come.
Yeah, on. I literally was just thinking, I'm like, let's chat. I think you were chatting with him like last week though. I was because he's getting himself in trouble because of that mouth of his, right?
He's an entertaining.
He really is, man. Like holy crap.
Just like, he's like a heel. He's like a WWE heel.
He does not care.
No, he doesn't. I love it.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's such a nice guy. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So do you want to talk the big news?
We could.
Oh, okay.
Let's pause for a second here.
Yeah.
Do I want to try and get him on?
Oh, you want to actually pause. Okay.
Okay, before we get to the big news of the day, I want to, there was another scam that was crazy that was sent to me from a friend. He's not even in NFT. He just kind of sent me this and said, hey, is there anything with this? And I clicked on it. I couldn't believe it. It was mutantapeyachtclub.cc/mint. And I was like, Mutant Ape? I'm like, I don't remember mutants having a website.
I thought they were like I don't know.
Yeah, so I went to it, and it looked legit. Like and this was the same day that I got the hack. The scam happened to me.
Are you serious, yo?
Yeah, and so as soon as you go to the website, I mean, I don't know, you can't really see. Oh no, you can't. It's like nope, you can't see. It goes MA with the skull symbol YC. So you're like Mutant Ape. It says mint your Mutant Ape. Price per mint 0.33 ETH. And he's like, is this real? And I'm looking through it. I'm like, everything, like it's got the Yuga Labs at the bottom. It's got the terms and conditions. It's got like a website. But then I noticed you click on Discord or you click on the little icons for the socials.
Yeah.
Nothing loads. It doesn't go anywhere.
It's just blank. It's just done. It's sort of just
it reloads the website.
So if you had minted, if you had said, oh my gosh, and clicked mint,
gone. Everything's gone. Your whole thing. They're scamming.
Is it your whole thing, or is it you're just sending them ETH?
There's a big green button that says connect MetaMask, and then it opens up your MetaMask. Wow. As soon as you click sign, I think it's the exact same scam that I kind of just went through.
They would just clear your wallet.
Here's the thing, people. I just want to point. Don't go to the website that I just said. The main point is you can go on OpenSea and see that Mutant Apes are selling for like 30 to 50 ETH. These are selling for 0.33 ETH. So if it sounds too good to be true, 100% it's a scam.
That's not but just NFT advice though. That's like
no, that's everything. But this legit looks so like the website looks super legit. But here's the thing: mutant apes didn't mint off of the website. It was your Bored Ape drank that serum,
exactly,
and then the mutant ape. Like it had nothing to do with its own website minting. So one other scam that, not that I would have fell for it, because obviously I didn't. I did my homework, but maybe I got caught slipping on something, and it was a new project that I didn't know about, right?
Yeah.
And someone's like, "Hey, you got to mint this," and they just have no idea that they sent me a scam. So you got to be a little vigilant.
Whoa. Yeah, so, that's a lot.
It is. All right.
No, that's a lot, man. Whew. You
want to get to the big
let's
news?
Get to the
big news, happy news. Let's go Cardano.
Yes, come to Cardano. The Cardano war is we're fighting hard.
We all get along though. We don't want to war.
Yeah, realistically, that's fine.
We're being silly.
We don't want to play. But yo, what did you see on Twitter? Like, so shout out
heard about it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, go.
I heard about it in our chat, in the Four Horsemen chat. Woo, brought it back.
Damn
I heard about it in the Four Horsemen chat, which still happens. But since we've been really, really busy with Nation X, we kind of talk in that Discord. And if you are not in the Nation X Discord, hop into the Nation X Discord. We still have some OG roles open. You need to be a part of that. Big things are coming. That, of course, I can't even talk about, but it's real. And we are the source, so you know it's good.
Yep.
So in our Four Horsemen's chat, it was dropped, and it was like, SnoopDogg does a collaboration with Claymates, and it was like, wait, what? And the floor spiked, and it just jumped up to.
I'm pretty sure the floor was like 1,200 ADA.
Yeah, it tripled.
And it's instantly, like within an hour, it tripled.
I wonder if JPEG Store's up now.
No, last time I looked, it wasn't. Damn. And it's funny because a couple of the horsemen have some bastards have some clay. So they have Clay Nation, which is Clay Nation is the collection made by Claymates, which is like the company, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So they
team or whatever,
yeah. So the price tripled, the floor price tripled like in no time, in an hour, and that was even before we heard it. What would you say? 20 minutes, half an hour before?
Yeah, that's
Snoop.
Yeah,
Snoop.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. Yeah,
yeah. Once Snoop tweeted, game over.
Yeah, we saw that, like, we got the notification immediately, and the price tripled, and then Snoop's tweet, mad chill. It was just like, this will be fun, and like then it just.
Did you watch the video that they?
Oh, the video is great. I love it.
It's hilarious
because the video is really announcing a Twitter space, or is it a Twitter space that they're doing it, or is it a lot? Yeah,
I think it's a Twitter space with him, with Snoop, the Claymates, I guess, main guy, Hoskinson, and I don't know who Snoop's buddy is. I can't.
It's Camo Medici, or it's sorry, I think I'm saying it wrong, but the last part of it, it's a Bayok holder.
Yeah.
And so that's what's coming through. But here's the thing, that's a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder. You know what I mean? Like, it's recognizing from that product, from that collection, which is obviously on Ethereum.
Yep.
Recognizing the collaboration to Cardano. Yep. And so what does that mean? Like, it's like you have this celebrity that's huge for Ethereum being like, I rate Cardano. With SnoopDogg, who's playing in Ethereum and also in Sandbox. You saw what happened to the price of Sandbox land, and Sand is still low in the currency, but like still, like, you know, it's actually Sand. Yeah, it's still
either way. It's gonna put a whole lot of eyeballs on Cardano now,
exactly,
and other celebrities, other projects might turn and start coming over to Cardano, realizing, okay, maybe it is not like a ghost chain, and it's a legit chain.
It is not a ghost chain. Yeah,
it's not. But I mean, maybe they start flooding over. It's going to be good, but it's also going to be bad, because you're going to get a lot of bad projects capitalizing on the eyeballs now.
Yeah. So more on this, and then it's Champ Medici. That's who the Bayok holder is. I forgot to pee when I wrote it. I'm like, this is not what it looks like. I wrote camo. Stupid. But yeah, that meet is going to happen April 5th at 1600 UTC. Which
I'm definitely going to be tuning
100%. That's going to be full. So that tweet was pinned on the Clay Nation site, and like look at that group. like this is what crypto's doing. You have Charles Hoskinson, a mathematician. You have the founder of Claymates. You have Snoop Dogg, and then a random who has a Bored Ape. Like,
and here's the thing too, in the teaser video, I'm pretty sure it says that they're going to be dropping like music and NFTs and like basically what he's doing on Gala Music with Death Row Records. He's going to be doing it as what it seems like he's going to be doing a version of that too on Cardano,
100%.
Which is massive because
100%.
like we've talked about Serenity Pictures and the Toxica movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to be the first to release a full-length movie, which I think is coming out next week or next month, which is basically I guess we'll be in April.
Next month is tomorrow.
Yeah. So this month they're going to be dropping their movie. We got Crypto Boutique this month. You got there's a lot of stuff happening and it's fun. But yeah, so to go back to Snoop, he's going to be doing, I guess, a version of what he's trying to do on Gala too.
Yeah.
So now he's like he's got his hands and feet into like 3 different blockchains right now, just off of
legit. Yeah. And like, look at in the video, we didn't even say this, but like Champ Medici and SnoopDogg are claymation. They're clay versions. So
it's a clay video,
they're going to release a collection based on the 2 of them. So imagine this. So imagine Claymates does a collection that is a clay version of Champ Medici's like Bored Ape. That's a cross collection, but like Champ Medici owns the rights to that Bored Ape, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying like it's going to get
amazing.
Yeah, I didn't even think
that's what's going to be crazy because like they're obviously going to mince because they have the clay version of the Cardano founders and whatnot. They have that project, but like
there's going to be also the Good Charlotte clay.
Yeah, and there's there's going to be all these other collections made by Claymates that are going to be related to Snoop Dogg. There's going to be unreleased music, like you said, like limited edition pitches. What are limited edition pitches?
Limited edition pitches.
Yeah.
Like a pitch to me would be like, hey, I have a TV show idea. Like that's a pitch, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean in the crypto space?
I don't know.
I have an idea for this. Like you mint your pitch.
Don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, go to claynation.io/baked and it's Baked Nation. That's what it's like. Snoop Dogg and Champ Medici joined the Clay Nation, collectibles, limited edition Clay Nation plots, because of course they have their metaverse.
Oh yeah, the Clayverse.
Right. Oh yeah, the Clayverse. Yeah. So and there's if you go to that site on there's a link to a SoundCloud release and it's DJ Snoopadelic Death Row Music Mix. So it's just like music mixes that you're gonna not find it elsewhere. Like it's already happening. So if you were like Cardano's not really doing its thing, the price is whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, because the price just keeps on going up. Like what is it right now? And a couple of weeks ago, it was less than the equivalent of a Canadian dollar.
Well, it was under $1.
It was.
It's been hovering on $1 Canadian for a while, but let me look up Cardano price.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now too. Yeah, it's
$1.42 Canadian.
Which is down a little bit, down 1 point from what it was yesterday. Which
I think the highest was like $1. I thought I saw it like $1.47 recently.
Yeah. So.
Oh god. Actually, got up to like $1.56.
I was gonna say if I got up to $1.53.
Nice.
What I thought I saw. So, but here's the thing. So yeah, if you had picked up like ADA 2 weeks ago, great.
Seriously,
because I think it went up 26% in the last 2 weeks.
It's only going to go up. Like, think about it. It's Thursday night here. That news is there. I think Asia time zone's sleeping right now, right? Like it's middle of the night for them.
Yeah.
So they haven't even woken up to the news of this Clay Nation collab.
Yeah.
And we're going to go right into the weekend. And now I think a lot of eyeballs will start like browsing. Hey, what's over on Cardano? Let's look at JPEG store.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think it's going to bring a bunch of people over. And like I said, there's going to be good and there's going to be bad, but I think it's going to be way more good.
Yeah. So I want to talk about, so while we're still on this price. So buy Cardano, not financial advice.
No, it's not. Never is. But if you make some money, you could tip us. We'll take some tips.
Yeah, we'll take that. We actually do have our public wallet we should get that on our.
I went to add it, but I didn't want to alter our description of the.
I understand totally. But yeah, Cardano's TVL total volume locked is above 300 million. Like total volume locked is the total volume of assets locked into a blockchain. So like Ethereum and Bitcoin, like, or whatever, Ethereum, like the value locked is like, I think close to $1 billion, you know what I mean? And Cardano's low down on the list. Like,
that's
it's
why it's
actually
called the ghost chain,
right? It's low. It's considering that it's like number 5 in one of the top blockchains. The volume locked is like
it's
actually
confusing.
really low. It's crazy. Total value locked. Sorry, but it finally went up above 300 million, which still tiny, but it's coming. But okay,
keep going. Let's keep
one
going.
thing that's pretty big is Milko Meta, which I didn't even know about until a couple days ago. Consider them like a developing a company, the Milko Meta Foundation. What they do is they're like looking at layer 2 scalability and portability. So think EVM.
Ethereum virtual machine.
Yeah, think that. So essentially what Milko Meta did, and they've actually went and said, hey, this is live and working, but their Ethereum portability EVM is live and works. Like actually it's done. So let's put it this way. So for some context, if you're writing smart contracts and you have like some cool NFT project, or you want to write programs or dexes or whatnot, like Sunday Swap for Cardano, right? Is your decentralized exchange. You've got to program that to work on the Cardano blockchain. And the Cardano blockchain language is Plutus. That's the language you got to. And of course, Ethereum, everyone knows that Solidity. Plutus is actually way harder than Solidity to program in. But with this, with Milko Meta's like EVM, if you're a developer that's developed something for Ethereum with the Milko Meta EVM, all you have to do is port it over. So it's like you make your project, you develop it totally for Ethereum, and it's just like exporting. And you like, when you want to export it, you're like, export it to Cardano's blockchain, and now your Ethereum application is portable. You can port it over to Cardano without having to hire a new developer. So if you are a major DEX, if you're a major DApp, decentralized application, and you're on the Ethereum blockchain and you're huge, if you're like, okay, I want to port over to Cardano now, you don't have to hire a whole new development team. You might have to hire one person that really knows to Cardano and just have your existing developer team port it over. And now you have something that's totally going to operate on Cardano. And that means that Cardano is going to see a flood of new applications, a flood of new developers that are like, oh, I don't have to learn a new language. I can develop the way I have been and just port it over. So that's going to send the price of ADA up. Also, in June, we have Vassal, which is the new fork, or the new launch or whatever, of the blockchain for scalability. So
that's finally coming, eh?
Once that comes, supposed to be in June. Once that comes, I'm thinking that's when we're going to start seeing price like go crazy. Like with Snoop, with the EVM, with like Vassal, like there's no way it's not. So
when do you think Snoop and all that's going to be hitting the market in a sense? We got to get on that whitelist. I'm assuming it's going to be impossible to get.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they're going to reward OG members of Nation to get the whitelist. So.
Yeah. Crazy thing is, like, literally, like I said, and of course I'm going to be saying this forever. I was like, I was telling you about it. I was going to buy one a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I'll see. Why?
How would you know, right? Like,
yeah, whatever. We can say that. We're gonna continue saying that for a lot of stuff. So whatever.
Yep. We just don't ever.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, man.
Let's see. I think, I want to get down to play to earn. We've been holding that off for a couple weeks now. I guess Rats DAO is loving it because they hold like 82 clays, don't they? They
totally do. Yeah,
82 clays, and the floor price when I was looking when we were talking is like over 3,080.
Yeah, it was like 3280, I think was the floor. And before, like when I was looking, the floor for one was 245, and I was like, should I get this? And I was like, I don't know, I'll wait.
245?
Yeah, it was a couple weeks.
Were you looking at the Charlotte one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're okay. I'm talking the OG Clay Nation.
No, I'm talking about when I was looking at buying like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I might get the good Charlotte one now, anyways, because that hasn't moved the same way. But just to get part of the community.
There you go. Hey, listen. They'll probably surpass. Well, maybe not pass Space Buds.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Okay, so to reiterate, go check out the Waterfall Club.
Yeah.
Their project is Virtual Investment Pigeons on OpenSea. VIPs. We're going to be snagging them on, I guess technically it'd be like Sundays morning, Saturday at midnight. It's launching. What was it? What are we calling it? A nano project?
Yeah, right? A nano collection, a nano art collection that's about NFT accessibility. Like, I feel like that's honestly like the collection is so small. There'll be different ways, but I feel like that's something that I would be like scoop up a bunch of them and like gift that to people, you know?
Yeah. Here's an NFT. Because you know what we should have asked? I know it's all hand drawn, but I wonder what the resolution, like if I was to buy that NFT and print it, is it like 8K quality? Is it like what's the quality of printing?
I bet you the printing, because from printing like with photography, you need much less higher than you think. So it probably blow up pretty well. Because that one with the top hat and like the tie and whatnot, like having that on the wall would just look actually pretty cool,
that's what I mean.
Right?
People be like, what the hell is that? That's what I would assume. I'd be like, why do you have this on your wall? Like, actually, I own the physical and the digital version of that.
No, I like it. So
shout out to them. Thanks for coming on and giving us the time, or having whatever. What's the proper saying?
I don't know. Thanks for your time. Thanks for giving us your time. I don't know.
It's late. I'm falling asleep, buddy.
Old man Ryan. All right, that's it.
Yes. Thank you once again for listening to Non-Fungible Guys. We are getting closer to. We're almost at we're only at 31 episodes. This is 31. Yeah. I didn't think we'd make it. We were just trying to make it past 8.
Didn't we have our goal of making it to 8 episodes?
Yeah, the average podcast doesn't last 8 episodes. So the fact that we've hit 31 and we have not missed a week. Crazy. You've been on vacation. We've been sick. We've had COVID. And we haven't missed a week, whether it's Zoom or in person. We've done 31 straight weeks.
That's awesome. All right, man. You heard it here first. Non-Fungible Guys. We out. Thanks, buddy.
Love you. Kisses and smooches.